is crazy because it is not cold.
I know.
Here.
It's not really cold, but the AC is blowing directly on me. And also, I just came from... and then I also just came from filming Mike Takes Edibles in the park. So I'm fresh in the midst of a pretty fun time. I'm irresponsible.
Right.
Because this is work.
This is work.
What am I doing?
I'll tell you what we're doing, introducing the show. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Irish Goodbye Podcast, a storytelling podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Feeney, being joined with me, as always...
By Mike Cannon.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is great.
This shirt was the object of somebody's affection.
Of
not
who?
too long ago.
A normal, sane person?
No. I was just in Washington Square Park. Which I haven't
ground
been...
zero.
Yeah, dude.
Ground zero for insanity.
It's insane. There's like... I mean, I don't know. Good on them. But there's like girls sunbathing in bikinis and shit like that. And then literal zombies... like on the bike path 8 feet away.
Yeah.
It's like, what? You just are trusting of society to break that up.
Yeah.
These guys could go full, just like they have nothing to live for.
The zombies?
Yeah. What? You're half paying attention to me. You're half paying attention to something
a lot
else.
going on behind you. You're
Damn
lucky
it.
you can't see it. It's
I
so
know.
distracting.
Oh, but now
It's like
all in my
windshield
head.
wipers on high back there. I'm like, just want to see where they go.
Yeah. So we're sitting, me and Lucas, oft talked about giant hands, giant feet, mule cock, young man. He and I were filming Mike Takes Edibles episode 5.
Does he take edibles too?
He does, yeah, as a matter of fact.
So he's under the influence as well.
He's
at
a
the time
bit,
of-
yeah. So I think the whole thing just is authentic to the experience, you know?
Yes.
So sometimes we just forget to press record.
Yeah. Did that happen?
No, not at all. Instead, so this is what happened. We get there, and sometimes now in the show, I'm trying to do like activities during it. Like with Brendan, I did a free throw shooting competition.
Funtivities.
Yeah, funtivities. And that I did cornhole in an episode of that before. And then so for this one, I was in Dick's Sporting Goods yesterday, and I found this like chipping thing, which looked like skee ball. You know, it had 3 holes in it, and it labeled points for each one. And I was like, perfect activity for Mike Takes Edibles.
Sure.
Looks great, right? So we get to Washington Square Park. The entire, the only place without people looks like a dead elephant's back. Like, it's got that type of surface. Like, just kind of dry and wet dirt.
Yeah, a couple pieces of blades of grass coming up, but they're also scorched.
Yeah, tufts.
Yeah.
You know, real tufts.
Yeah.
All right. And sorry, that felt good to say. And I thought you were gonna.
You wanted me to repeat it?
I thought you were gonna get in on tufts.
No, I'm gonna let you have it.
All right. So we get there, and it's going great. We take this edible that somebody gave me at Uncle Vinny's, which is like, oh, okay, he's like, it really made me crazy. That's what he said when he gave me the edible.
Okay.
He's like, don't take the whole thing. So I took half, and Lucas took half. The whole thing was $2.25, so we each took about $1.12.
Wow.
Ish, which is a healthy amount, one of which I'm still experiencing.
Wow. How many hours ago was this?
3.
Oh, yeah. You're not off that ride.
No, not at all. That's why hold me. Like, hold me, support me, help me. Yeah, I mean, it's everything. It's what I need. I need your hands to guide me through
Get them away
this.
from me. I also, but then you also rolled a blunt.
Several. We rolled a blunt in. So
there too.
There in the park too, just to kick things off.
I meant like moments before this.
Oh yeah, so 2 blunts. It just sometimes it needs a restart.
Sure.
A shove.
Just
in
when
the
you
right
think
direction.
the dissension might begin, you knock it back up to the top.
Fake. Pump fake.
Pump fake your sobriety.
That's right. Pump fake your soul.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's too deep, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. So we're there, and we get through like 2 rounds, right? Through a half hour and then an hour.
Sure.
And then while I go and get waters, I come back, and as we're sitting there, and we're like clearly in this one little area, it's not big, but these women and a dude come over, and they have a stroller and like a couple bags or whatever, and we're like, all right, and they like park right next to us, and Lucas, who's young and brash and like has no fear of conflict,
he's really brash
whatsoever. It's insane, dude. He goes up and he's like, "Oh, could you actually like move down a little bit because this is we're shooting something." And they're like, "Oh yeah, no problem at all." And we're like, "Wow, super cool." And they, he set up the tripod, whatever. They move like 8 feet away, barely any. And we're like, all right, that's weird that there's all this grass, there's all this space. And then after we shoot the thing, I'm chipping, we notice they're breaking out full instruments and speakers and creating a park concert right next to us in the middle of this thing. And
speakers facing you.
yes.
Yeah.
Facing us, box drums, like the whole fucking thing, right? Rattles.
Oh, man, that must have been such a fun moment for them when they, like, placated Lucas and was like, yeah, sure, we'll move down, dude. Not a problem at all. We'll just set up our little thing, whatever we're doing, right over here. And they're like, these fucking...
And not only that, they still set up exactly right on the spot. So they just bullied us out of the spot.
Yeah.
They're like, and right after, this is what happened. That's how they took over, is we filmed the chip thing right after they moved down. And then they're like, we can use this space now, right? And we were like, what? And they're like, they set up. And we were like, bam, dominated, dude.
Socially dominated.
Absolutely. I mean, I had a disadvantage, but I also put myself there.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's unbelievable because not only is it an acoustic, whatever the fuck, it's a kids sing-along. So all these strollers, all these kids come pouring in.
Yeah.
And there's also one happening 30 feet that way.
Oh, no.
It's insane, dude. And this one is in Spanish. And the one that's taken over our space. And then that one is in English. And just all these vagrants are walking over this guy. And, walked over. He's a giant dude. And I could smell him from 15 feet away.
Sure.
And he goes, he walks over and he's like, where'd you get that Zooted shirt? And I was like, chipperson.com.
Yeah.
And he goes, who is he? I said, he's a podcaster. And he looked at the camera and he goes, are you guys podcasting? And I was like, no, we're just shooting stuff. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry I bothered you. And then walked away and he goes, Chipperson. I go, .com. And he goes, .com. And kept walking. And I was like, holy shit.
Now to find out what a .com is.
That's when you want to make your Irish goodbye.